Hello everyone, thanks for being here today. Let me introduce the members of the group. First, there was myself, Farita Rahmadani, then Valda Talita, then Luksantiano Danisadono, and then Nurjaya Kusuma, and the last Kavita Santi Krishnamurti. Today, we would like to talk about Steve Jobs. When? Who is Steve Jobs? Stephen Paul Jobs was born on February 24, 1955 to Abdul Fattah Jandali and Joan Sehibel, and was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs. Stephen Paul Jobs was an American business magnate, industrial designer, investor, and media proprietor. He was the chairman, chief executive officer, or CEO, and co-founder of Apple Inc., the chairman and majority shareholder of Pixar, a member of the Walt Disney Company's board of directors following its acquisition of Pixar, and the founder, chairman, and CEO of Next. Jobs is widely recognized as a pioneer of the personal computer revolution of the 1970s and 100.
Connect how Steve Jobs started his business. After graduating from high school, Jobs enrolled in Reed College in Portland, Oregon, but dropped out after one semester. He had become fascinated by Eastern spiritualism and took a part-time job designing video games for Atari in order to finance a trip to India to study Eastern culture and religion. Steve was difficult but valuable. Atari co-founder Nolan Bushnell called the Zen House Macaronis. He was very often the smart guy in the room, but he let people know that. By not showering for days and constantly criticizing his co-worker, Jobs alienated so many colleagues that Bushnell forced Jobs to work the overnight shift so as not to interact with other workers. When Jobs returned to the US, he renewed his friendship with Wozniak, who had been trying to build a small computer. To Wozniak, it was just a hobby, but the visionary Jobs stressed the marketing potential of such a device and convinced Wozniak to go into business with him. In 1975, 20 years old Jobs and Wozniak set up shop in Jobs' parent garage, Jobs the Venture Apple, and began working on the prototype of the Apple I. To generate the $1,350 in capital they used to start Apple, Steve Jobs sold his Volkswagen microbus, and Steve Wozniak sold his Hewlett-Packard calculator.
3. Steve Jobs' innovation for Apple. Although the Apple I sold mainly the hobbies, it generated enough cash to enable Jobs and Wozniak to improve and refine their design. In 1077, they introduced the Apple II, the first personal computer with color graphic and a keyboard. Designed for beginners, the user-friendly Apple II, it was a tremendous success. Just hiring in the era of the personal computer, first year sales topped $3 million. 2 years later, sales ballooned to $200 million. At 1980, Apple's shine was starting to wear off. Increased competition combined with less than stellar sales of the Apple III and its follow-up, the Lisa, caused the company to lose nearly half its market to IBM. Faced with declining sales, Jobs introduced the Apple Macintosh in 1984, the first personal computer to feature an graphic user interface controlled by a mouse. The Macintosh was a true breakthrough in terms and ease of use, but the marketing behind it was flawed. Jobs had envisioned the Mac as a home computer, but at $2,495, it was too expensive for the customer market. When customer sales failed to reach projection, Jobs tried pitching the Mac as a business computer, but with little memory, no hard drive, and no networking capability. The Mac had almost none of the features corporate America wanted.
So guys, for Job, this turn of events about childhood trouble. His childhood is April born of December ends 1982. Part of that from the Barbie G.O. John Scully. War Job and his breakthrough help him through April. The part of all power and control. Job effort to lie south his share of the Apple stock answers 1985. Against all out, Steve Jobs bought the company who founded and leveraged from the brand. Apple once again fell the healthy and scaling out the kiln of the breakout products that made the Apple names anonymous with innovation. But Apple innovation was just getting started. Over the next decade, the company rolls out the series of the revolutionary products, including of the iPod portable digital audio player in 2001 and online marketplace called the Apple iTunes Store in 2003, the iPhone handset in 2007, and the iPad table computer in 2010. The design and functionality of the 10 device resonated with user was that wide.
Who is the successor of Steve Jobs? Steve Jobs died on October 5, 2011, of a rare form of pancreatic cancer. He was just 56 years old. At the same time of he resigned as CEO of Apple, he strongly recommended that Tim Cook be his successor as CEO of Apple. He believed Apple's brightest and most innovative days are ahead of Tim Cook. Steve stepped aside for focus on his health on January 2004. Now, there is a new generation of Jobs. Steve's youngest daughter is Eva Jobs, in particular, is reading bus and coming into her own. And she just may have inherited her dad's ambitious genes. At the 19-year-old, Eva is student at Stanford University, which is rated number 5 in U.S. News and World Report's best college ranking in the National University category. Recently, Eva, the 22 years old daughter of late Apple CEO Steve Jobs, has made her modeling debut for the beauty brand Glossier. Eva also seems to have her dad's knack for high performance and is a rising star in the equestrian world. And one last thing, Steve Jobs is considered a hero because he changed the culture of technology. With Steve Jobs' new high-end computer, his name was becoming well-known in the business industry. You know what? Maybe you can be the next of Steve Jobs. If you have high performance, more ambition, and always creative thinking, why not? Or you can be the new of figure who inspiring many people, hopefully. Well, that's it from me and my team.
Thank you for listening, and we hope that our presentation will help you to know about Steve Jobs' journey. See you next time.